Four Questions, a Chinese Folktale. Once upon a time, there was a young man named Wei who faithfully worked every day in his orchard. Wei also cared for his mother. Wei was diligent, but no matter how hard he toiled, he remained poor. As time passed, this troubled him, so he decided to travel to Holy Mountain. There, at the top of this high peak, lived a wise man. People said it was he who knew the answer to every question in the world. "I am going to the wise man," Wei told his mother, "to ask what I must do to make more money. I wish you to live in comfort." His mother gave Wei her blessings, and the young man set off. He walked for hours, and just as darkness gathered around him, he spotted a light from a tiny cottage. The cottage looked so inviting, he stopped and knocked upon the door. Wei bowed to the woman, who answered, "Forgive me. I wonder if I might impose upon you to rest here for one night. I am traveling to see the wise man." The woman smiled. "I am happy to welcome you, but in exchange, I would like you to ask something of the wise man. My beautiful daughter, Xiu, has not smiled for years. I can do nothing to make her smile. Please ask the wise man what I should do." "Of course, and I will bring you his answer," Wei said. At dawn, he set off again for the mountain. Wei walked for many days, and he was becoming weary when he came upon a little village near the foot of Holy Mountain. The people welcomed him warmly, offering him food and lodging. But Wei noticed they seemed sad. He asked what was wrong. "Our beautiful Mongolia tree no longer blossoms," the villagers said. "Once upon a time, it had beautiful flowers, but something is wrong. Will you ask the wise man how we can help our tree?" "Of course," Wei said. And the next morning, he set off for the mountain. He dipped one foot in the water, but the current was so strong, it swept away his shoe. He shivered. "Surely I will drown if I try to swim. I'll never reach the wise man now." Suddenly, a dragon appeared on the shore. "I'll carry you across," the dragon said, "if you ask the wise man a question for me. I am meant to fly to heaven, to live among my fellow dragons, but no matter how hard I try, I cannot fly. Please ask the wise man what I must do." "Of course," Wei said, and he sat upon the dragon's solid back, and the creature carried him across the river. When Wei reached the foot of the mountain, he was so excited to meet the wise man, he ran all the way to the top, and there sat the wise man before his very eyes. Wei bowed. "Sir, I have 4 questions for you." The wise man shook his head. "The rule of the mountain is that each person may only ask 3 questions. Wei was distraught. What could he do? He had promised to help the dragon and the sad young woman and the townspeople, and yet he wanted with all of his heart to know what to do so that he would no longer be poor. He cleared his throat. "Very well, I must ask you how a young woman named Xiu can be made to smile." The wise man nodded. "Xiu waits someone to love. When she meets him, she will smile, not only with her mouth, but with her heart." "And sir," Wei went on, "can you tell me why the Mongolia tree in the village below no longer blooms?" "There is a box of gold buried beneath the tree," said the wise man. "Dig that up, and the tree shall bloom again." Now Wei trembled. He thought of his own question, but he remembered the dragon's sad eyes. "Please, can you tell me how the dragon that lives in the river below can fly to heaven?" "The dragon possesses many jewels, but no one can take the riches of this earth to heaven. Tell him to give away his earthly goods, and he shall fly." "Thank you," Wei said. He bowed low, and then with no answer of his own, he walked down the mountain. As the dragon ferried him across the river, Wei told him the wise man's answer. "Give away your earthly treasures, and you shall fly," he said. When they had reached the far side of the river, the dragon handed a pouch to Wei. "Take these," he said. "They are rubies and pearls. They are yours." A moment later, he was flying to heaven. Wei carried the jewels at his side, and when he reached the village, he told the townspeople the news. At once they dug beneath the tree, and when they found the box of gold, they turned to Wei. "Take this. You have returned beauty to our world." Carrying his gold and jewels, Wei hurried on. When he reached Sue's home, he stopped and knocked. Sue answered the door, and when she saw Wei, her heart filled with joy. She smiled the most beautiful smile in the world. She and Wei fell instantly in love, and the next day they married, and together they returned to Wei's mother. They brought along the jewels and gold, and forever after, they lived in peace and prosperity.